Howdy Midwest booksellers. Gosh, when Truck, a Love Story won this award, I'd already signed a contract to be a long ways away from here today, and as a matter of fact, if things are going according to plan, I should be at about 35,000 feet right now. So what I thought we'd do is come out here to the farm on this beautiful morning and just shoot some footage and tell you a little bit about what's been going on since Truck, a Love Story hit the shelves. If you read Truck, a Love Story, currently available in paperback and hardcover, you know that I had a dream, and that dream involved chickens. And sometimes dreams come true. Well, let the tour continue. I got to get off the top of the chicken coop. This is a sturdy chicken coop. My buddy Buffalo helped me build it. I mentioned him in Truck, a Love Story. And the guy who did most of building on it was my carp shooting buddy Mills. He's in the last chapter of the book too. As a matter of fact, we spent so much time building this dang coop that we didn't even get to go carp shooting this spring. Next year, maybe. Good morning, friars. Many, many years ago, when I was first starting out and trying to be a writer and I didn't really know what I was doing, I self-published a book called How to Hypnotize a Chicken. And when I was a kid, I actually could hypnotize chickens. It's been a long time. I'm going to see if I can do it now. No guarantees. Okay, all right, there you go. Here we go, a little bit of this. Just rub your beak, there you go. Oh, you didn't read the manual. There you go. Voila, a hypnotized chicken. All right, let's put you back. Wake up. By the way, if you ever do come across a copy of How to Hypnotize a Chicken, please send it to me so that I can be the guy to burn it. It was an early effort. I know you want to see the truck, but first let's go have a look at my office. Well, this is my writing desk. This is the nerve center. This is where it all happens. My wife found this desk for me at Goodwill. Price tag's still on it. Perhaps you're curious to know what it's like to write a book like Truck, a Love Story. So I'm going to reenact the process for you right now. So this is where I spend 90% of my time when I'm not out on the road signing books at bookstores. And I like to surround myself with little objects of art that somehow inspire me or are tied to my writing. For instance, right over here we've got a Snook Store sign. I mentioned Snook Store in Population 485, meeting your neighbors one siren at a time. Now available in a new PS edition. And right over there is one of my most cherished possessions of all. That's the old population sign from the village of New Auburn. They gave that to me when they had to get new population signs because the population increased to 562. Urban sprawl strikes again. And over here I have a couple of objects that I mentioned in the book Truck, a Love Story, and I'm going to go ahead and read the relevant passage to you now. It's on page 264. At one point early in our relationship, my wife observed that my house was less a home than a museum with spider webs. She said this in an amused way, which was nice of her. I have achieved the decor known as Midwestern Bachelor Eclectic, which is to say the large finless bass my great-grandfather caught hangs just below the picture of Johnny Cash. Whenever I am asked why I keep the bass, I point to the brass plate screwed to the wooden plaque, clearly stating that Frank J. Schmetlack was a scientific taxidermist. All right, let's go look at the truck. I know I said I was going to show you the truck, and I will, but first I want to show you my 99 Malibu, the one with the rusty gas cap. People ask me why I don't take the truck on book tour, and I tell them that's because the truck has an effective radius of about 15 square miles on a good day. So before we move to the truck, I just wanted to give credit to my old Chevy. She's got 200,000 miles on her, and about half those miles were racked up going to independent booksellers all across the U.S. All right, it's time. Yeah, I know you're expecting something a little more exciting, but just before we went to shoot this, the carburetor developed a hemorrhage. So now I got to fix the carburetor. If you read the book, you know that this is the part where you go, yeah, looks like we're going to have to pull her. Of course, if you read the book, you also know that I am a completely incompetent mechanic. This could take a while. Well, this is the part where I just want to say thanks. I never set out to be a writer. I wound up doing this by accident. I tell people all the time, I feel like the guy who got on the wrong bus, but it's a great bus. And in this particular instance, you have taken me and my truck on a great ride. Back in 2002, when Population 485 came out, it was independent booksellers in the Midwest who first got things rolling for me. And it's been a slow, steady ride ever since. And I'm very grateful for the work that you put in. I'm grateful for the way independent booksellers get to know books and hand sell books. And I have benefited from that in a very real way. This is what I do for a living, is write stories and raise chickens. And so you allow me to continue to do that. And I thank you very, very much.